It is very common to see advertisements in the streets of mysticism, colorful and intriguing posters promising to bring back lost love in as little as 3 days. Some claim to sell predictions about the future, focusing on matters of the heart, career success, and even physical well-being. In many cases, these claims are nothing more than empty promises from charlatans hoping to capitalize on human vulnerability and the innate desire for hope and clarity. People flock to these self-proclaimed prophets, seeking answers to the mysteries of life, despite knowing deep down that many of these claims are too good to be true. Yet there is a small circle of individuals whose predictions have stood the test of time, shrouded in an air of mystery and authenticity that distinguishes them from mere pretenders. For a brief moment, picture hearing about seers whose visions were both remarkably accurate and tremendously influential. These were big prophecies that applied to all of humanity, not just specific forecasts for individuals. The blind Bulgarian mystic Baba Vanga and the 16th century French astrologer and poet Nostradamus are two of the most well-known clairvoyants in this category. Despite coming from different eras and cultural backgrounds, these two individuals have one thing in common. They have a remarkable ability to predict future events that will influence the world. Baba Vanga, born Vangelia Pandeva Dimitrova in 1911, lived a life that was as enigmatic as her predictions. She grew up in a small village in Bulgaria, leading an ordinary life until a dramatic and life-altering event occurred when she was just 12 years old. A storm swept through her village, and she was caught in its fury. This accident left her blind, a devastating blow for a child. However, with the loss of her sight came an extraordinary gift. As she adapted to her blindness, she began experiencing visions that seemed to come from another realm, offering her glimpses of the future. Her blindness became the key to unlocking her extraordinary cognitive abilities. People from across Bulgaria and beyond soon heard of her prophetic talents. They traveled to meet her, seeking guidance and answers to life's most profound questions. Baba Vanga's fame grew not just because of her vivid visions, but also because of the incredible accuracy of her predictions. She foresaw the Chernobyl disaster in 1986, describing a catastrophic event at a nuclear power plant. Decades before it occurred, she predicted the September 11th attacks in the United States, speaking cryptically of steel birds that would bring devastation to the American brothers. These steel birds, of course, were later understood to be the airplanes used in the terrorist attacks on the Twin Towers. One of the most intriguing aspects of Baba Vanga's life was her prediction of her own death. She foretold that she would pass away on August 11th, 1996, and she did, true to her prophecy. Even her final moments seemed to be imbued with the same mysticism that characterized her life. It wasn't just her accuracy that captivated people, but the scope and depth of her visions, which often ventured into the collective fate of humanity. Her prophecies painted a picture of hope intertwined with warnings, calling for caution and resilience in the face of challenges yet to come. Centuries before Baba Vanga, another figure rose to prominence for his extraordinary foresight. Nostradamus, born Michel de Nostradamus in 1503, was a French physician and astrologer. His journey into the world of prophecy began with his work as a healer during the bubonic plague. This devastating pandemic, which wiped out a significant portion of Europe's population, exposed him to the fragility of life and the desperate need for answers. While many of his contemporaries turned to religion or philosophy, Nostradamus found solace in the stars and ancient texts, seeking patterns and meanings that could illuminate the path ahead. In 1555, Nostradamus published a collection of quatrains called the Prophecies. Written in a cryptic and poetic style, these verses have since been interpreted as predictions of major world events. Nostradamus's prophecies have been credited with foreseeing the Great Fire of London in 1666, where he described a great fire consuming the city and mentioned the number 66. Similarly, he predicted the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte, referring to a leader born of simple origins who would rise to power and cause significant upheaval in Europe. His predictions also touched on World War II, describing a man with a cruel heart from the heart of Europe, a description many associate with Adolf Hitler. Both Baba Vanga and Nostradamus foresaw the future not as a fixed path, but as a series of possibilities shaped by human actions and decisions. Their predictions for the year 2025 have sparked both curiosity and fear as they delve into themes of global conflict, pandemics, and even extraterrestrial encounters. Baba Vanga spoke of a devastating conflict in Europe that would claim countless lives, potentially marking the beginning of humanity's extinction. Nostradamus, in his cryptic style, described wars that would engulf Europe in turmoil. These visions have led some to speculate that the current conflict in Ukraine could be a precursor to these dire predictions. Adding another layer of intrigue, both seers mentioned a devastating illness that would emerge in 2025. Baba Vanga referred to this as a prelude to even greater challenges, while Nostradamus hinted at an ancient plague worse than all before, which has led to speculation about a potential new pandemic or a resurgence of old diseases. Baba Vanga also made a startling claim about extraterrestrial life, predicting that humanity would encounter beings from beyond our planet in 2025. She described these beings as technologically and spiritually advanced, suggesting that their arrival would revolutionize humanity's understanding of the universe and our place within it. These prophecies, while ominous, also offer a glimmer of hope. Baba Vanga suggested that these extraterrestrial beings might play a role in helping humanity overcome its challenges, potentially serving as mediators or guides in a time of global crisis. Nostradamus, on the other hand, left his predictions open to interpretation, allowing for the possibility that humanity could alter its fate through wisdom and unity. The legacy of these two visionaries continues to inspire debates and discussions. Were they truly gifted with the ability to see the future, or were their prophecies the result of keen observation and an understanding of human nature? Whatever the case, their predictions serve as reminders of the interconnectedness of past, present, and future, urging us to approach life with curiosity, caution, and courage. What lies ahead remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the stories of Baba Vanga and Nostradamus will continue to captivate and challenge us as we navigate the mysteries of existence.